Hello everyone, welcome back to Unchased Travel. I'm George.
And I'm Bella. Did you know that over 30 million tourists visit Paris yearly, yet most miss out on the local experiences that make the city truly magical? Today, we're here to ensure that doesn't happen to you. We're taking you on an unforgettable journey through Paris, highlighting not only the iconic landmarks, but also those hidden gems that make Paris extraordinary.
We're not just giving you any travel guide, we're diving deep into a detailed, action-packed travel itinerary. Plus, we'll point out common tourist mistakes so you can avoid them and have a smoother, more enjoyable trip. Make sure to watch until the end because we've packed this video with essential tips and surprises you won't want to miss. If you are new to our channel, subscribe and join our community. It's the best support you can give us. Let's go. Most international travelers will arrive at either Charles de Gaulle Airport or Orly Airport. Charles de Gaulle is the largest and busiest, located about 25 kilometers north of central Paris, while Orly is about 13 kilometers south of the city center. You can easily get into the city via train, bus, or taxi. Our first stop is the Eiffel Tower. It's impossible to talk about Paris without mentioning this iconic landmark. Whether you're visiting for the first time or the 100th, the Eiffel Tower never fails to impress. We recommend going early in the morning or later in the evening to avoid the crowds and catch the tower illuminated at night. It's truly magical. You can take the elevator up for stunning panoramic views of the city, or if you're feeling adventurous, climb the stairs for a more intimate experience.
And don't forget to grab a crepe from one of the nearby vendors. It's the perfect snack to enjoy while taking in the views.
Our next stop is the Louvre, the world's largest art museum and a historic monument in Paris. The Louvre is home to thousands of works of art, including the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. To make the most of your visit, we suggest booking your tickets in advance and arriving early. The museum is massive, so plan your visit by focusing on a few key exhibits, rather than trying to see everything in one go.
And here's a pro tip. The Louvre is open late on Wednesdays and Fridays, making it a great time to visit if you want to avoid the daytime crowds. Trust me, exploring the museum when it's quieter makes the experience even more special. Paris is a paradise for food lovers. From charming street vendors to bustling food markets, the city offers a feast for the senses. Head to the Marché d'Aligre for a vibrant market experience, where you'll find fresh produce, cheeses, and other local delicacies. It's perfect for picking up ingredients for a picnic or simply enjoying the local flavor.
And don't miss trying classic Parisian dishes like croissants, baguettes, and of course those famous French pastries. Enjoy a leisurely breakfast at a cafe or grab a quick bite from a food stall. It's all part of the Parisian experience. Speaking of experience, let's discuss accommodations. Paris has a wide range of options, from luxury hotels to cozy Airbnb apartments. For a more authentic experience, consider staying in a charming neighborhood like Le Marais or Saint-Germain-des-Prés. These areas offer a local feel and are still centrally located. And here's a tip. Book your accommodations well in advance, especially if you're traveling during peak tourist season. Paris is a popular destination, and the best places fill up quickly. Now time to explore Montmartre, one of Paris's most charming neighborhoods. Famous for its bohemian vibe, stunning basilica, and artistic history, Montmartre is a delight to wander through. Visit the Sacré-Cœur Basilica for breathtaking views over Paris, and don't miss the Place du Tertre, where local artists display their work. It's also a great place to enjoy a coffee or a glass of wine at one of the many charming cafes.
George, I know you love this place. It's a haven for art lovers and romantics alike. The energy here is just incredible, and who knows, you might even find a charming artist to paint a portrait of us.
If we find an artist, I'm hoping he'll paint me as a dashing Parisian and you as the enchanting muse.
Oh, stop it, George. You're making me blush.
For those looking to explore the more luxurious side of Paris, head to the Champs-Élysées and Arc de Triomphe. The Champs-Élysées is one of the most famous shopping streets in the world, lined with high-end boutiques, theaters, and cafes. At the end of the avenue, you'll find the majestic Arc de Triomphe. Climb to the top for another fantastic view of the city. And if you're here during the holiday season, the Champs-Élysées is beautifully decorated with lights, making it a magical experience.
People often wonder what is the best way to travel around the city. Here is our advice. Renting a car in Paris is generally not recommended unless you plan to explore areas outside the city. Traffic can be heavy, and parking is often challenging and expensive. The public transportation system, including the metro, buses, and bike rentals, is more than sufficient for getting around the city. Grab a Paris Visit Pass if you plan to use public transport frequently. It offers unlimited travel on the metro, buses, trams, and RER trains within Paris and its suburbs.
Next place will amaze you. We are talking about the Musée d'Orsay, housed in a stunning Beaux-Arts railway station. This museum features an extensive collection of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masterpieces by artists like Monet, Van Gogh, and Degas. It's a must-visit for anyone who appreciates art and history. Then we highly recommend the magnificent Notre Dame Cathedral. This Gothic masterpiece is located on Ile de la Cité and is a must-see despite the ongoing restoration. Step inside to marvel at the impressive stained glass windows, including the famous rose window and the grand nave. The area around Notre Dame is also perfect for a romantic stroll along the Seine River. Speaking of the Seine, a boat cruise on the river is a fantastic way to see Paris from a different perspective. These cruises offer a relaxing way to take in some of the city's most famous landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, and the Louvre.
Finally, let's talk about our last stop, Versailles. The Palace of Versailles, just a short train ride from Paris, is a must-see. This opulent palace boasts sprawling gardens, the Hall of Mirrors, and the stunning Grand Trianon. Arrive early to beat the crowds and make sure to explore both the palace and the extensive gardens. The gardens are especially beautiful in spring and summer when the flowers are in full bloom. And don't miss the Petit Trianon and the Queen's Hamlet.
Before we wrap up, here are a few common tourist mistakes to avoid in Paris. Don't underestimate the size of the city. While it's walkable, use public transportation to save time. Also, don't just stick to the main attractions. Explore local neighborhoods and hidden gems. Be mindful of restaurant hours, as many places close between lunch and dinner. And while tipping is appreciated, it's not mandatory.
Lastly, learning a few basic French phrases goes a long way. A simple bonjour or merci can make your interactions with locals more enjoyable. We hope this guide helps you experience the real Paris and not just the tourist spots. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. And if you have any tips or favorite Parisian spots, share them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
And don't forget to check out our other travel guides, including our Amazing Places in Europe playlist. There's plenty more to explore.